Hello and welcome to my channel Divine Balance. So I channel messages from spirit that are focused on getting your energy into balance. So we are going to do a message for Aquarius. It's the 5-minute read, but of course we may go over 5 minutes, so we will just see what spirit wants to share with us. Okay, so we'll get started. And this is an angel deck that I pre-shuffle as I'm meditating on Aquarius. And so we will look at these cards and see if they come into play for this reading. All right. What messages do we have for Aquarius? What messages do we have for Aquarius? All right, so we have value and we have synchronicities. Okay, so it says here, value. I find value in the many opportunities for expansion that I have attracted into my life. Okay, and then we have synchronicity. You can see that. So it says, I invite synchronicity into my life each day, giving proof to the manifestation of my heart's desire. Okay. So we have value and synchronicity, and then we have perspective here on top here. Can you see that? So it says, each day I hold higher vibrational perspective towards all that is in my life. All right, so we'll leave that there for now. All right, so Aquarius. So there are some messages that I think Spirit has been giving to you, you know, I think through synchronicities, but also for some of you, just I think direct, you know, in terms of your intuition and, you know, I think in dreams, some of you also in dreams. Okay, so let's keep going. So what is it that Aquarius needs to balance or shift and balance? What messages do we have for Aquarius? So Aquarius, don't shy away from, so for some of you, I think feels like your spirituality or your intuition, your knowing, you've been feeling it change, and you've been feeling like, you know, there's something changing and growing inside of you, but it's almost as if you want to shy away from it, I think, or you want to, maybe it's a little scary for you, Aquarius, for some of you. And so Spirit wants you to know that it's something that what you're feeling about the changes, you know, is something for you to value. It's something for you to cherish and not be afraid of expanding and growing in that way. So I think you've had some, you know, whatever beliefs that you had growing up, you know, those things are changing and you're expanding. And so Spirit doesn't want you to be afraid of the expansion. What messages do we have for Aquarius? Yeah, so we have, I'll pull the card in a second. The perspective. I think that's what it is. What messages do we have for Aquarius? Messages do we have for Aquarius? So a lot of heart emotions, heart, love for you, Aquarius. 2 cards that came out. Yeah, so I think it makes sense, right? Because if you're expanding, you know, our expansion, our growth spiritually, you know, it's stemming from the heart. And so I think, any more cards for Aquarius? Okay, I think that's it, Aquarius. All right, so here on top we have paddle on. So we'll leave that there and see if we need to pull from that. Put it over here. I don't know if you can still see that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. So we have, first out, we have water, emotional well-being. Okay, and then we had self-love and nurture. And then we had conquering fear, start today. Yep. And then we also have Mother Earth, grounding and support. Yep. So here's the deal, Aquarius, I think. So as I said, you are going through, you know, this growth, this change, as the card here says, you know, expansion. And I think you're a little fearful of it. But Spirit wants you to, and it's, you know, it's really, you know, you're feeling things in your heart space that you haven't felt before. You're feeling more vulnerable. And Spirit just wants you to go with it, you know, paddle on. Just go with it and don't, you know, don't try to ignore it. Just let it flow freely through you and let the changes happen. And be kind to yourself in the process. You're feeling things that you've never felt before. You're growing in ways that, you know, you didn't know you could. And try to, you know, let it happen. Like, you're seeing the synchronicities. And so because of that, because of the intuition, all of these things are growing and heightened for you. And so you know that something is happening. And Spirit wants you to go with it. Spirit wants you to have that growth. And you know, work on yourself. So make that shift from having fear of the changes to going with the flow of it and balancing your energy. So you'll become more balanced. You know, right now you're feeling off, but you're not feeling off because of the expansion. You're feeling off because of the fear, right? And so if you just let it happen and go with it, then you'll make that shift and you'll be in balance and you'll see it's much easier. Yeah, so go with the flow. So change your perspective, I think, about how you see what's happening. Change your perspective, and then also, you know, have faith. So it says, I have faith in myself and the universe that together we will orchestrate and manifest my heart's desire. So that's what Spirit is trying to do, right? But there are some changes that need to happen within you. And so Spirit wants you to change your perspective about the changes that are happening to you, if that makes sense. And so here we have Mother Earth, grounding and support, right? And so, you know, part of making that shift, it could be, you know, getting more, doing things more into nature, enjoying nature more, going for walks, going for, you know, just being out in the air, being out, you know, going for a walk, you know, on a trail or something, going to the beach, I don't know. But whatever you do, like, you have 2 earth cards here, right? So you have Lady Gaia, and it says your challenges are lessons. You are loved and welcome on earth. And then you also have Mother Earth, grounding and support. So you're being supported, Aquarius. You're being supported by the angels. You're being supported by Lady Gaia. You're supported. You're not alone, right? This is happening to you, and I shouldn't even say to you. It's happening for you. Aquarius, is happening for you. It's happening for you. And I think part of the reason this is all happening is because you need this transformation. So there's some shadow work that needs to be done. And, you know, you see it says transformation, light and dark. And it's not to get, you know, the dark is not to get rid of it and pretend it's not there. But you see how the dark is in line with her? Because you want to bring your shadow into alignment with where you're going, into alignment with your higher purpose, right? So that's the balance. That's the, you know, where the path that you want to get on is working with your shadow side, dealing with your fears, dealing with, you know, anything that you're fearing, any sort of relationships that don't serve you. So things like that, and having that transformation of bringing your shadow into balance with your light and your higher self, your soul, your purpose. Okay, so let's get one more card for Aquarius. We have one more card for Aquarius. So have faith, Aquarius. Have faith. Yeah, advancement. So it says, a strong energy is propelling you forward. Follow the stirrings of your heart. Oh my goodness. Did we not just say that, Aquarius? Okay. So all of this heart, like the self-love, the emotional well-being, all of this heart energy that's going on inside of you now, don't push it aside. Spirit wants you to value it. Spirit wants you to value that advancement, because that's what it is. You know, it's you're advancing forward. It says paddle on. Yeah, so paddle on, Aquarius. You know, this is beautiful. This is a beautiful change that you're going through. So don't be afraid of it. Yeah, and be patient with yourself. Be patient and allow destiny to unfold at its own pace. Yeah. So paddle on, go with this, allow yourself to, you know, go through the transformation so that you can get to, you know, your life's purpose, your destiny, all of the abundance that awaits you. Okay. So thank you, Aquarius. I hope that some of this resonated for you. Love and bright light to all.